Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Star Wars Out in the Dark. I'll be your storyteller this evening. My name is Will, and last we left off with our intrepid crew. Things have happened. Some of them have had visions, and some of them have seen things that they wish they hadn't. Among them is the death of Dolvin, or as they had known him, Marcoon, and his hollow projection of him wanting to return his ship to his old crewmate Jix. As such, the crew had some heart-to-hearts with each other, mostly with Flid, who has been dealt the hardest blow of the whole crew. But we left off with them dropping out of hyperspace after Radio, the new little astromech droid that it belongs to the Easy Flyer, took his contingency plans and launched them to meet Jix on Biontal 6. And they are flying back into Bespin with hopes and prayers for changing what has been done to them, or at least getting back the few items that they left on the Neverwhere. And this is where we pick up with everyone. Hello again.
Hello.
Being replaced by Chewie.
Yeah, that's a good upgrade for us, I think.
Yeah. I like his voice more.
Agreed.
Roger.
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 Which, by the way,
he doesn't know how to get back to his mom. Hold on.
Disney Plus added a bunch of vintage shows of Star Wars, including the original Clone Wars and all the Ewok movies. And
The original Clone Wars, like the 2D animated.
MTV, the one that was on MTV.
Yes, I love that. By this dude, Dexter's Laboratory guy.
Yeah, Jendy Tarkovsky.
Yeah.
Yep.
So just letting you know, because that's links to this, because it's Star Wars. So
Yep. Yeah. So I've changed things around so that now, instead of constantly changing your name every time that a new alias pops up, I'm just gonna put Silas Winchester in quotations.
I saw Gunslinger earlier in our Discord chat, so I thought you were just gonna put the Gunslinger.
I see the Gunslinger. I like the Gunslinger because it's like the Mandalorian. The Gunslinger.
Yeah. I didn't wanna pump his ego too much, but
I mean, there's a bar named after him.
Yeah, there is. So
T-shirts and everything.
There are T-shirts. All of you have them except for the new Edie, who doesn't have a T-shirt.
True.
But we left off with the four of you kind of getting a feel for the Easy Flyer. Flid was in the kitchen trying to make something. Edie was around Dr. Shakti.
Doctor.
Yeah, Dr. Shakti, and they had just kind of had I don't know if you could say a heart-to-heart, because you don't really have a heart. And
Soul to soul.
Yeah. And Silas, which we use the name loosely, was in the cockpit getting used to what might be his new seat on the ship. And Marcoon had been laid carefully in one of the empty rooms. And as one of our viewers has told me, he is a real G. But even G's bleed out, so.
Yeah. This is true.
Oh, yeah. We have the four of you. It's gonna take an hour on just impulse drives to get to Bespin, so you have that time to kind of go over what you have, because Radio did show you a kind of hidden stock of some weaponry. He showed you that he is equipped for war if he has to.
Oh, he's coming with us. He's got a thermal detonator and a blaster. I'm all for this droid.
He's seen some shit.
We've seen some shit.
But yeah.
So, I yeah, I guess because we already kind of talked about some of the options we have. I think did we finally decide we're going to drop off Edie at the ship and then circle around so that he could go into the Neverwhere and grab stuff? Is that what we said? Finally.
I think that was the. I don't think we agreed on the plan, but I believe that's what we were getting to.
Yeah,
And then I threw out the whole. Go ahead.
I have that we were going back, we're gonna sneak in-ish, and then guns blazing.
Good plan.
That'll work. Because I also threw out the thing about using the hollow projector as leverage, the hollow thing as leverage,
Yep.
and putting Mao up against General Deadface.
Oh yes, that was a good plan.
There's a picture of him in the.
Oh, I know. I'm
Of
looking
Mao?
at it right now.
Okay.
Well, I'm looking at both of them right now.
No.
Oh wait.
Yeah, Major
On
Rames.
Discord?
Yeah, Major Rames and Agent Neura Hayes.
What race is
Memorize
that?
her face. Like memorize that face.
Can I make an intelligence check on? Oh wait, no, because I never saw her. I
You
wouldn't
never
know
saw
that.
her. Yeah, you never saw her.
Yeah. All right, never mind.
So, yeah, I'm gonna fly in. I'm gonna ask Radio since I'm not too familiar with the ship. Well, wait, no, I can't talk to Radio. Damn it.
Yep. He just boops at you.
I'm gonna call Edie.
Roger. Yes.
Talk since you speak radio. Can you talk to him about ask him if there's any kind of cloaking mechanisms or anything on the ship?
Sure. Is there a given name that you would like to go by?
When
Now
it's
that you
among
have
us,
3.
when it's among us, keep it to we can say Jarrus, but anytime after that, anywhere else, just go with the accent. You'll know.
Great.
Okay.
On Bespin, it might be Silas. It might be if it's what we're dealing with the Republic. It might be Vin.
What if
Right
we just
now
call
it's
you
good.
W? Because of like Winchester and Vin is kind of like a W.
I'm okay with that.
Or Mr. Gunslinger.
Yeah, it's Gunslinger.
Depends on the planet, though. They may not know who W is.
No, I'm saying between us, so we
Oh,
know
yeah.
what to call
Oh,
you.
yeah.
so
Yeah,
that
you
we
can- yeah, you can call me-
accidentally call you a name that could get you in trouble.
W works. W works. But Edie,
Right. W. Radio. Are you aware of any cloaking device or other abilities on this ship?
Whoop whoop. There's none.
There's none.
okay.
Can I?
Would I? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Can I tap into radio to see if it in his data bank he knows where the map is that we're looking for?
Sure.
I'm about to delete it off this person completely.
Let's hope you don't. Go ahead and make your.
Computer?
Yep.
Oh shit.
21 with a 1 on the wild die.
Yep.
No.
You know what that means.
Isn't it?
That's a good start. That's a good start.
First roll of the night.
Yep. You start to scan through his data banks, and after a moment of kind of different hollow projections that you see that he has stored from different people, um, you kind of get trapped in a firewall loop that just kind of keeps you stuck between like an endless loop of a children's song and just images that cycle at like 120 per second of just like colors, children's imagery like teddy bears and things like that, um, until you have to force yourself to kind of like eject yourself from his network. And you see him spin in place. Ooh.
Radio, can you bring up a map of Bespin?
You see him extend the communication rod, and it starts to spin in place, and a hollow projection of the floating city comes up on the control panel.
I'm gonna look at it and try to analyze it and see what the best course of action would be to come in to be as inconspicuous as possible to get Edie at the to the Neverwhere.
Give me a knowledge roll to see if you remember which starport the Neverwhere is on.
Can I assist him on that?
You may want to, because I only have one dice.
Yeah, you rolled a 2.
I did.
You can't really assist in him remembering what a starport is.
I will try it myself with that 11.
You search your memory banks on the droid itself to kind of help you, and you realize that this droid doesn't have the same memories stored that you had.
I turned this droid on in that same bank.
Yeah, but it doesn't have the same droids from the same kind of memories allocated that Edie had.
Okay.
And the 11 is not enough for you personally to remember the actual starport number or designation.
Okay. Are you're in the kitchen, right? And then Katie, you're where?
I'm
with us in the...
I'm with you guys. Yeah, I was.
Okay, so does anybody remember where the Neverwhere is?
Can I do a knowledge roll too?
Yeah. Let's have you try to remember.
Okay.
$17, which exploded. Nice. You remember that the Neverwhere was on one of the larger starports, so it's probably going to be one of the ones nearer the top of the sphere itself, and probably one of the ones with a letter in its designation.
All right, I'm gonna kind of take a look and just trying to figure out the best way for us to get Edie in close enough to get us near the Neverwhere.
There's no like comm system or like some sort of tracking thing that we can tap into that would be on the Neverwhere already?
You could tap into the comms, but it won't actually be a beacon for you. It'll just kind of like, it'll kind of be like a movement detector, so it'll beep if you get closer, kind of.
Okay.
but it won't let you pinpoint automatically where it is.
Okay. But it would beep when we got closer to it.
Yeah, we definitely do not want to go back to where this was originally docked because we left quite a mess there.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, when we docked the Neverwhere, wasn't the Ether Sprite or something else nearby? So isn't
Yep.
there probably a starport that could hopefully be open near the Neverwhere that we could park at?
There might be. You were specifically asked to land in that starport because of the Jedi.
Actually, yeah, we got moved because we had parked at another starport.
Yeah.
Can I remember that other starport?
Make a roll. See.
A knowledge roll?
Yeah, let's see what your one die can do.
All right. Woo! It can
Oh.
do that.
Oh.
11 on a one die.
Yeah.
Nice.
Pretty good.
Nice. Your original starport was starport 66.
Oh, like the order.
Or the highway.
Yeah.
I like the order better. Death to the Jedi.
What?
Wow.
You're already halfway there. Don't worry about it.
You're right.
Yeah, you're not wrong there.
Yep.
So I think our best course of action is maybe, since we don't remember where you said we couldn't figure out. We just know it's in one of the big docking stations is where the Neverwhere is at. We just don't remember exactly where it is. So I think the best bet would probably be for us to dock it at that same one that we were going to go to originally. That's the only one I can remember that was empty.
How close was that one, like walking distance to the Neverwhere, to the where we parked it now?
Well, we don't know where the Neverwhere is.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
That's the
once
problem.
we're there, we would know, right? Because we.
I mean, you
like,
never went back to the original starport, so you wouldn't have like a good reference.
But we parked in the original starport, and then we moved it to another starport. If we have, what one is it? Streetwise? Then wouldn't we? I mean, isn't that like help you remember places
know.
you've been?
It would.
Yeah,
It would be. It would be a high streetwise roll if you want to try to make it.
You could. I could magnetically attach myself to the bottom of the ship while we fly over Bespin, and then do just like surveillance it. Would that work? How's that?
Oh.
I wouldn't know where.
I fly awkwardly low over Bespin. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh. And then comes in a Jawa, the first of many.
I would know as a Celestin. I never forget.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Once I've been to, once I visited a place, that's it. I can always go back without nothing.
Why have you been quiet this whole time?
In the
He's in the
kitchen.
kitchen. Good.
Yeah.
So does everybody? I go on the comms. Does everybody want to get together to try to finalize this plan? We're less than an hour out from Bespin. No? Okay, cool.
A barking dog. I'm sorry.
I get I get on
the kitchen.
I get on the intercom and I'm like, I have some meals. Have a meal ready for you guys.
Perfect. Let's all go and eat our meals and discuss the plan with Flynn.
I will follow, but I will not eat.
Oh, you're gonna eat.
I'm gonna tap you on the shoulder.
I don't. Silas, I don't have a mouth.
Your voice says differently.
Ooh.
It's a voice communicator box.
Let me
Imagine
shoot you again. I just start walking.
Yeah, I walk away.
Yeah. there's
He's trying to explain. Imagine if there is and I just look at him turn out.
yeah. It's like the second you walk away, like Dr. Shakti follows you, the radio spins in place and then follows you two straight out the door.
I miss Barnaby.
Oh.
Oh
Me
man,
too.
Barnaby, you better be all right.
Oh, hey, I have a list on Bespin. Like, I have a list of things I need to do on Bespin.
Is get Barnaby.
Barnaby's at the
welcome?
top of the list.
Okay.
Okay, that's good.
I also need to make a trip to the gunslinger.
Oh,
Oh.
you're gonna deliver the bad
Oh
news?
shit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
It's gonna be bad.
Yep.
My list just says kill Major Reams.
He's not even the top dog though.
I want him dead.
You see as you come into the position where you start to see Bespin become larger and larger and not just like a little glowing dot on the horizon, the comms come to life. You can just hear like somebody's trying to reach the ship.
I go to the. I can't do it in the kitchen. Obviously, I have to go to the cockpit.
Yep,
Right.
you do.
So I'll go to the cockpit. Delicious meal, Flid. And I
Do you have
I go to the
communications?
Very good.
I do have communication.
Ooh, roll that.
At 3 die.
Oh, me too.
You fancy.
Wow.
Oh wow! Get me in.
Wow. Okay. I mean, it's a simple roll. It's just, accepting the
We
call.
needed a 7.
Hang up.
Yeah. Boop. Not today, Satan.
Number.
Not today.
Yeah. But you just hear Captain Jix Gand of the Easy Flyer. This is Arno with the Bespin Flight Authority, Starport Authority. Do you need any assistance? We show that you took off without clearance and that you have come back.
No. We're fine. We're fine. We wanted to move the ship. So
Let me find you an empty starport then. How long will you be staying with us on Bespin?
probably just a couple of days.
Excellent. I'll mark you down for 2 days. That'll come out to 62 credits with tax included. I will have a agent and a security droid on the starport from BOSS, so they can assist you if there's any other situations. I'm showing here that platform 66 is open.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
There's no need for an agent. As you know, we're quite familiar with Bespin.
Oh yeah, we just need to get the money, sir. That's all it is.
Oh, no problem whatsoever.
All right. I hope you enjoy your stay on Bespin, and if you have any issues, please don't hesitate to reach out to any member of the BOSS. Good day, and the communication ends.
Is there any way to transfer money? Can we transfer funds to them without them coming?
I have
I've got
300 credits on me right now.
Yeah, I mean, I
credits too.
also have some credits.
I honestly, I feel, I'm trying to think, who would be the best person? Maybe it should be Edie.
Or radio.
But just act, or radio. You, Ike, you. Here's the box, and then you're thinking out here. You're thinking right out here.
That should be radio. That's a great idea.
We'll give him the credit stick.
So, is Jix a new personality you will be adopting?
When they call me by that name.
Are you going to do that voice?
Yes.
No, I was just wondering. I'm a very big fan of it.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
You are a master
sometimes-
of the voice.
Sometimes you have to do voices. That's how I've stayed alive this long. Well,
I look at. I'm trying so hard not to laugh.
And when I say I've stayed alive this long, and then I pause, and then I look at Dr. Shakti, and I go, "Well, that clock reset." And
but sure enough, if you're gonna try to, do you want to take the wheel on this and land on platform 66 on your own, or do you want radio to do it?
Okay, so I want radio to do it because I want to actually go to look at the rooms, because you said there's a rooms for Jix, there was for Mao, and then for Marcoon, right?
Yeah.
But it wasn't Marcoon's name. It was Delvin.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna go to his room, and I'm gonna try to see if there's a different outfit than what I'm wearing that may fit me.
Okay.
Or
Jix.
like a cloak or something.
Excuse me. Jix's room is the captain's room, just so you're aware.
Okay.
And
Well, I'm gonna check.
There's a couple of.
I don't even know who Jix.
Yeah, there's a couple. There's a couple of outfits there, but he's a smaller frame than you. Yeah.
Sorry, I had my young child.
I see it. I saw him.
It's a smaller frame than me.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Would it fit any of us? Like, do any of us? Does it look like it would fit better on either myself or on
the only one that has the skeletal frame for it is Edie, and he is about 2 feet taller than what Jix Gant is.
Okay. What about Marcoon's room?
Marcoon's room is actually one of the empty ones. It looks like it was the one that Flid was kind of like sitting in. You can see what looks to be a data pad that has a thin layer of dust on it. If you turn it on, you'll see that the first image you see is one of Marcoon with another similar looking Moncal next to him.
Okay. Does he have any? So he doesn't have really anything clothing wise.
It looks like he had a penchant for sleeveless shirts. Like there's a bunch of sleeveless shirts, the equivalents of jeans, and there's a couple of sleeveless hoodies.
Okay, I'm taking one of those sleeveless hoodies.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are gonna laugh because I'm gonna get rid of all my fancy ascot and my attire, and I'm gonna basically dress, and I'm gonna put on the sleeveless hoodie, and I'm gonna put on one of those pairs. I'm gonna see if I can try on one of those pairs of those jeans. I want to look completely different than what I did when I left this planet.
Yes.
And I suggest if you guys can, try to find something too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Marcoon's clothes will definitely fit Silas and Flid. Some of Mao's stuff will definitely fit Dr. Shakti.
Okay. Is Mal a female? Are the clothes feminine?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Yeah. They lean more towards masculine, but there are some neutral pieces.
Okay.
It looks like all of them had sleeveless hoodies as part of their like thing.
Okay.
Great.
Does Eden's new body have Roblon or no?
It does not.
Okay.
I'm naked.
And his crystal, his crystal's
clearly
visible.
see my crystal. So
Yeah.
I would like
Why
to
don't you
turn
put
on
on Crystal Light? Why don't you put on one of these hoodies at least so that it covers your crystal?
I was
Since
just
Jordan.
about to do that.
Crystal light. I'm gonna.
How long would it take for me to get like to with radio's help, like rudimentary plating with the jacked up droid table?
I have droid repair.
That'll be like a few days worth of work.
Ooh.
Wow, really?
I wish Gar was still here.
Yeah.
Days?
Yeah. Like if you want it to look nice, if you just want to like solder some things onto him.
I'm just trying to weld a piece of sheeting over my body.
4 dice in droid repair.
Yeah,
It's
no.
gonna take days.
No,
I have 7 dice in droid repair.
I'm just saying,
Wow.
if you want it to be a nice kind of thing that's bent and hollowed out and pushed to kind of give you your space to grow as a cavity, it's gonna take a few days. If you just want like to solder a piece of metal to one part and then solder another piece of metal to another part and the devil be damned, that'll take you 10 minutes.
What if we do that? If we were to do that, would it ruin the like possibility to make it nicer later? Like, can we do just a temporary fix, knowing that we'll like put real time into it when we can?
He's not gonna survive in this body long anyway. It's gonna be something else soon.
I mean, does that feel good to you, Ed? Can we like
This is why I'm gonna pick up the backup body.
the back?
He's gonna be like a closet of just corpses of just metal.
Different
droids.
What do I feel like wearing today?
I got the OG Edie, and then we left the astromech on the ship. I asked him to wait there for us. So we're about to get a second astromech. Property of the Jedi.
Let's
We're gonna make
survive
sure-
Bespin first.
I'm gonna make sure I put I take off my beanie and put on the hoodie from
Okay.
my the big bald head.
Your big,
I have a question, Will.
yeah.
When I take my shirt off, I look down. I look down at my chest.
There is
Where that hit?
Yeah, there is. The blaster burn is still kind of there, but it is kind of concaved in to your body, and you see that where the flesh has kind of been reknit into itself, there's a black kind of threading that is clearly visible against like the usual alabaster of your skin. You know, the pale,
Okay.
the kind of pastel color. And if you touch it, it is cold.
I'm weekend at burning this thing.
But yeah. Radio pulls you into Bespin on an easy trajectory. He got almost 20. And you just feel everything is new to you on the ship. Like, you were used to the Neverwhere, but now you can actually feel like the landing gear coming down out of its cubby holes. You can feel the repulsor lifts coming on and helping you glide down onto the landing port itself, and then you feel the actual kind of thunk of the ship coming to. And then you hear radio over the loudspeaker. Boop 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 boop.
Yes.
We have landed. Give me the money.
He has stated we have landed and would like the money.
Okay.
Roger, Roger.
And you see that he comes out of the cockpit with his little three-pronged hand kind of clasping on and off as if wanting to be given something.
Money, please.
Money, please.
All right. I'll give him the 62 credits. You said.
Yep.
Yep. I'll give him the 62 credits.
Okay. He spins in place and he holds up the money like over his head. And then he makes his way over to the elevator.
I go to the weapons rack.
Okay.
I'm like,
yeah. Me too.
gear up, guys.
Is there anything with that you can throw?
I mean, there's knives. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna take a couple knives.
Okay.
Since I gave Flit, I think, my knife, I'll grab a couple knives too.
Okay.
I have the knife that Silas gave me, the knife that I got from Marcoon, and for the first time ever, I grab a blaster pistol.
Ooh.
I just look at it.
It suits you.
That is everything that you stood against in your hand.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I'm just like, I just whisper my boys' names. Zotz and Zach.
Yep.
Actually,
Are there other hip holsters, Will? There?
Yeah.
Any holsters?
Yeah, there's holsters.
Cool. So then
I'm gonna give you back all your stuff that I have.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. So okay. So I'll equip my my vibro rapier.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna get a second holster on the opposite leg, and get another blaster.
All right.
I'm dual wielding this bitch.
Do I have a blast? If I don't have a blaster, and there are plenty, I guess I'll take a blaster.
Yeah.
Just to have
There's 3 blasters for the 3 members of the crew. Each of you took a blaster, so the blaster pistols are taken.
What about ED?
Give him a rifle.
Yeah. There's.
Is that would a Republic would a guard droid that I'm posing as walk around with a rifle?
Yes.
Like the guys. Okay, then yeah.
You're a guard droid.
I'm just double checking, man.
Yeah.
I'll take a rifle.
Okay.
And
I'm a guard droid that hugs.
I'm a guard droid that hugs. Brawling. What? How exactly does brawling work? That's just like fist fight.
Yeah. That's you.
Melee combat.
That's you throwing punches. Melee combat
So
is with you with a knife or a bat or something, a weapon in your
Okay.
hand.
Okay.
Like
Man,
if you wanted to pistol whip
What-
somebody, that would be melee combat.
Okay. What is the possibility that there are like brass knuckles on this wall that I could put on the droid?
0.
Alright, that's what I thought. I just want to double check.
What's the doing brass knuckles in both games?
Yeah.
I just really want brass knuckles in my life, I think, and I have to live
In our
vicariously
vampire
through
game, he
someone.
wanted in the vampire game, he wanted brass knuckles with stakes on them.
Yeah. Be like toothpicks.
Yeah.
Wolverine claws.
So
man.
you just have brawl. You don't have like melee combat.
I have melee combat 4, but I have blaster 5. So
Well, then take the other blaster then.
Take a Yeah, I don't have blaster. I have melee and brawling, so I'll take
Yeah.
anything else that I can use to hit with. That is.
You can use blaster
You should still
to
have-
shoot with blaster
yeah.
rifles. Just so you're aware.
I don't have blaster.
Right, it just
You don't have
defaults to your
blaster rifle
decks.
either? Okay.
It'll just default to your
Oh.
decks.
Okay. Okay,
Take the-
well,
I
that's-
don't need- I have a
that's
blaster
a difference
pistol.
for me then.
Yeah, well, I have a blaster pistol anyway. I'd rather everybody at least have a gun, because if we're in a long distance situation, you may not be able to make it all the way over there.
Yeah.
Running. So if Edie, take the blaster pistol.
Mhm.
If you want to take the other one, because I already have one,
Okay.
and then that's it. And then you guys have the blaster pistols. I don't need the blaster rifle. I don't really. You said the blaster rifle doesn't. If I have blaster, does that also encompass blaster rifle?
Yep, it sure does.
Okay. Well, I'll take a blaster rifle then, because I have 8 die in that.
Wow.
So I'll take one of the blaster rifles, and I'll take a couple extra clips for it,
Okay.
and I'll just strap it on.
Yeah, if I'm taking a blaster, I'll take a little. If there's a holster, I'll take that too. That way I don't have to carry it.
Yeah, there's either a hip holster or an underarm holster.
Whichever you guys don't want.
Take that hip holster.
Okay, I'll take underarm.
Hey, Will, are there any thermal detonators
There are not.
besides the one that radio has? Okay.
Radio's the only one that has a thermal detonator.
I traded in my happy floral shirt for a hoodie and a blaster pistol.
Yep. Magnum PI is done. Knight Rider's here.
That's right.
A Night Rider.
Welcome, Michael. The pain.
No more happy floor shirts.
But you guys call up
Yeah.
you guys have a choice of calling up the elevator or going down the stairs, going down the ladder to the lower floors and taking the ramp off. But as you go ahead.
Is there any way to like look out and see radio and like kind of verify that the guard has left before we come out of the ship?
Yeah. You can kind of peek out through one of the lower level windows, and sure enough, you just see that radio kind of hands the credit voucher. The droid scans it. He accepts it, and then after a moment of kind of like translating what radio's saying, the human BOSS agent kind of laughs, pats the protocol droid that's with him, and then they both start to leave, and you see Radio kind of wheeling himself back towards the ship.
What did that mother effer say? That made him laugh. You should see these idiots in here. I don't know what they're doing.
I'm not hiding fugitives whatsoever.
Yeah. But you see him roll up the ramp.
All good?
Whoop.
Take that as a yes. All right.
Thanks, radio.
Yeah, he spins in place.
I'm gonna lock it up. I'm gonna tell them let's lock up the ship. Boop, boop.
Okay.
Do we want radio coming with us? Or no?
What if we have... Oh, hold on, wrong guy. Roger. What if we have radio prepared... Hold on.
Yeah, you tell that
The
dog.
dogs don't like each other. I'm sorry. They need to be separated. Okay. What if we prepare radio for Mao's arrival in case Mao is looking for this specific ship to come up on any data sources?
Sounds
Okay.
good.
Sounds good to me.
All right. So you see Radio go back into the elevator, and he beeps, and then goes back up to the main levels.
All right.
Back on Bespin.
Now we have to find the Neverwhere.
Yeah. Now, how do we get to the Neverwhere? Does anybody here remember? Flid?
So heavy-handed.
Right.
Are you implying something, Katie?
I mean, if
Why
you
don't you
were
just say what? Why don't you just come out and say it?
if you were flying, you could tell exactly how to get to the Neverwhere. You're gonna have to make some streetwise rolls to get yourself there on the ground level.
Can I assist?
Yep. Street
Yeah,
street.
streetwise.
I got
It's
streetwise.
you can't help
But-
him remember or try to create a memory of a floating sensation into a street sensation. This is all on him.
But
Then can I do my
Sure.
own streetwise roll and we can like combine forces and tell each other what we're thinking?
I mean, yeah, you could try that.
what about location sense? Because it says once visit an area, cannot get lost in a place that he has visited before.
Yeah, you're
This is
not
automatic and requires no die roll.
you're not trying to avoid getting
It
lost.
doesn't
You're trying to remember.
specify.
Yeah, you're trying to remember how to get there from the ground instead of how you remember the amount of time it took and the push on the stomach as whether you elevated or descended to get to the other starport.
Streetwise.
Yep.
Streetwise, right?
Yep.
Here we go.
I
Okay.
do it too.
Oh man. So distraught.
Yeah, between the two of you, you're pretty sure that it's on a higher level. So the first thing you want to do is move up a couple of levels till you start to feel like this is where you was. And as you do that, you start to notice that about once every 20 minutes, one of the monitors or one of the walls will actually show an alert or a public alert uh, looking for fugitives that escaped custody. And it's
By the way, my hoodie's off.
yeah, it is
Same.
it is a picture of Marcoon. It is a picture of Silas. It is a picture of Dr. Shakti. It's a picture of Flid.
I'm definitely. I think I have my hoodie. Put it on.
Same.
And you see, wanted for escape from public custody, wanted for the murder of Republic guards, wanted for the destruction of Trade Federation property, and wanted for the death of an innocent individual. And they show you the
Who's wanted for Trade Federation property?
they are
Oh, all of them. I thought you meant like one person.
no
Okay.
no all of them.
Okay.
And they show you the image of the guy that you were in the cell with.
What? He got out.
No, you guys
He was
never let him
killed.
out.
But they said he's wanted as well.
No,
No,
you're
he's
wanted for his
wanted.
death.
We killed him.
Oh, they're saying we killed him.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Two birds, one stone.
You just want us to feel like we have his blood on our hands.
Looks like we got framed.
Exactly.
He looks like such a nice man.
After
Really? He's not a.
after the group shots, it'll go into individual kind of bounty posters, and it shows you that Marcoon was wanted for illegal discharge of a blaster, manslaughter in the 3rd degree, manslaughter in the 2nd degree, trafficking, and high theft. And then it shows you the picture of Silas, and it shows you illegal discharge of a blaster pistol, and then manslaughter and self-defense.
I suggest maybe we don't walk together as a big group.
It's probably a good idea. Split up
Should-
a bit.
Split up, but keep close proximity with one another, watching each other's backs.
Do you think maybe the girls at the gunslinger remember where we were parked with them everywhere?
I don't think.
I don't know how they would remember that because they didn't. We went to them. They didn't come to us, did they? Did they come to the Neverwhere ever?
No.
I'm trying to remember.
I
Marcoon's
don't
the only
think
one
so.
that you told to go to the Neverwhere.
Had invited them
We
for a
never
meal.
informed them of the ship's location.
Are you guys getting any sense of us being anywhere close?
Should head up.
All right.
So maybe Flit and I should split up since we both have Streetwise and we can kind of,
Point.
lead the way.
I have Streetwise also.
Okay.
I don't.
If you just keep on comms, but let's not stray too far.
Yeah.
I'll stay with Edie.
As you guys start to walk ahead of Edie and Silas, you see that you come into a large kind of hub area, and you see a bunch of people kind of walking around, trying to get from place to place. And as you guys are walking, you're suddenly almost taken by surprise as the group of the banking clan kind of surrounds you.
The group of what?
Wait, they surround the two of them that are ahead of me and Edie?
No, both
or
groups.
all of us?
Both groups.
Okay.
And you just hear next to you, Edie, I was hoping you would return to Bespin, as you left very abruptly the last time.
The plan was to always return. Is everything all right?
I should be asking you this question, yes? Seems your friends are wanted for crimes against the Republic.
I can assure you that they are being framed by General Rames.
Oh. Is he making moves to move himself up to general?
I believe he is making moves to bring the downfall of the Jedi.
This is unfortunate. Without the
It
Jedi, we would have no protection across the
I
galaxy.
agree.
It would be mass hysteria. But the humans would call cats and dogs living together.
I understand this.
I chuckle when he says that, Will.
Yeah, and you see that there's a slim curve of a smile on the side of his face as he kind of takes notice of you. Excuse me. Are you trying to get somewhere? Perhaps me and my associates can help you.
Look at Silas.
I nod.
We are trying to retrace our steps back to our original ship to collect belongings.
Oh, excellent. I know exactly where that is. You are headed in a circumvented direction, but you will get there eventually. You're looking for platform A26.
A26, like Alpha?
Yes.
Okay.
Come, we will help you.
How do you know where
I have met your ED there on the platform.
We are the beginning of friends, I believe.
And you see that all of them kind of simultaneously bring their hands up to their heart. But he's the one that talks. This is
I
a good sign. I appreciate how you look at us, because this is how we look at you.
kind of walk, like kind of lean in a little bit, and I go, is there? Are you aware if there's any kind of situation with patrols or of the like around the Neverwhere, given our current situation? And Edie, you hear me doing Silas's voice, so
I got you.
okay.
He looks and he's like, I have seen that there are a couple of Republic troopers who have been in the area, but I do not believe they are part of Major Rames's considerable force.
Would it be possible for you to replace these troopers with those in your own payroll?
Given time, yes, but it would not be an immediate effect.
How long would it possibly take?
I will lead you to the starport, and then I will make my way over to my offices so I can get to work. Should be done within a day or two.
We don't plan on reusing this ship once we are done with it, I believe.
Are you in power enough to perhaps sell it to me then?
Look at Silas. Are you not acting captain?
I don't know how the ranking system it works at this point. Seeing as how the captain is still alive somewhere, so it's
So
not
is
really
Will.
our ship. It's It's
so
not
is
really right. We are in belief that the captain still lives, so I cannot, in good conscience, sell another man's property.
I understand.
I will.
The
I
Aether
would.
Sprite, however, did belong to a dead Jedi.
That I cannot touch. That belongs to the Republic.
What if we offer it to you to look after, with the understanding that if the captain returns, you will return it to them, and or create, buy it from him.
This is a tricky slope to try to navigate. I think it would be best if I just kind of lead you to the starport and then go and handle this business with the troopers.
Okay.
Go.
Do I sense any? Can I do a roll to see if I sense any like lying or manipulation?
You could, and you instinctively, excuse me, the second that you think about trying to figure out if he's lying to you, you just hear the voice inside. Oh, but aren't you lying to them? How delicious. Please, reach out with the force.
Can I ignore the voice. I would like to do a perception roll that has nothing to do with the force.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your perception then.
Katie's face was priceless when she heard that voice come on.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, not again, really?
11. Okay. He seems pretty sincere. Like he's been all business every time that you've ever dealt with him, and to see him kind of not turn the matter towards his own goals kind of solidifies the fact that he has been kind of working towards a friendship with Edie, it looks like.
Okay.
But go ahead.
Can I ask my friend, would it be easier for a group such as yourself to gain access to that ship to acquire certain items for us that we are needing to proceed with our business here? Or do you believe it's a better option for us to do it ourselves?
If you are speaking on terms of coming into possession of this ship, you have said it yourself that the captain is alive somewhere, and as such, it is his property to sell, so I cannot...
I apologize, I do not mean that.
Mm.
I will be frank, seeing as how it seems you have a rapport here with my friend Edie. There's only one thing I want from that ship. The small pit droid. Goes by the name of Barnaby.
Oh, you have named it.
He's not just a pit droid, he is family.
Oh, he is like pet, I understand.
More like a brother.
Oh, but he is droid. He cannot be family.
I look at Edie, I'm like,
Not all droids are what they seem to be. This one is special to me as well.
He's special.
you would be surprised. You would be surprised what a droid can mean to you and what they can do for you.
Is the young boy here?
No.
Oh.
No.
Well, as your young apprentice may confirm, on Naboo they also believe droids as individual races rather than servants.
I understand.
That's a fact.
Yeah. I have heard of this attachment to droids before. I have never witnessed it firsthand. This is definitely something to take note of. And as he says that, one of the other ones is already like typing away at a data pad. And as you get up onto the elevator, he takes you up to the A level and to platform 26, and then excuse me, the kind of quintuplets, the group of them kind of stay on the elevator, and the lead nods at all of you. I wish you luck with your endeavor.
In the event that we are to leave Bespin, what would be the best way to contact you?
The banking clan knows how to get to me. I can always try
I
to
think
change where my business is located if it helps you in any way, shape, or form to have my presence and my considerable knowledge and uh, abilities.
I wonder. I walk up to him very respectfully, and I just kind of say, "Would you happen to have any type of access? Say, if we came into possession of a ship that was registered to another party that is no longer in need of said ship, would it be difficult to change the registrations on said ship?"
You see him kind of bend his knees so that he lowers himself to your eye level. And he's just like, this is one of the simplest tasks that I have available at the BOSS. I assure you, this will take maybe moments at most.
I tell him the ship is Easy Flyer,
He nods.
and I
Docked at
I would
platform 6.
yeah, it's at platform 66.
Platform 66.
The parties who own the ship are no longer in need of its services, but clearly, as you can tell, the situation we're in, um, we've and I show the ID chip. I lift up and I show the ID chip. I'm like, we are now said owners of the ship. It just needs to be made official.
Of course. And you see him extend his long, spindly fingers and his little palm. And he's like, I will need this chip then. And I will need to know what name, what species, and what planet of origin you would like the ship attached to.
Okay.
Which one of us?
I call Flit over.
Oh, good choice.
I
I
go
kind of
over.
like motion to you. I'm like, and I don't know his. I guess I don't know what his actual species is, right? I'm assuming I don't.
Flid?
You never asked him.
Flit, like in character, right? In character, I don't know what his species is. I'm like, Flit. I said that the ship will be in the name of Captain Flid here.
Congratulations, Split, on your promotion.
You deserve it.
And I'm like, I'm like, he needs your species. And what was? And I kind of go to him. I'm like, what were the names of your boys?
One moment. Zot's my oldest, and Zach, my youngest. Celestin.
I think a good name for the ship might be Zotzet.
The banker nods. It seems that I have missed so much in our small time apart, my friend. And you see him kind of look at Edie. I look forward to you regaling me with your stories. And he
As
takes
soon as I am caught up on them, I will inform you the next time we have the pleasantries to sit and talk.
the chip from you. He's like, very well. I will bring myself to platform 66 once it is done, and I hope that I get to see all of you healthy again.
I actually extend my hand out to him.
He looks at it for a moment, and then you see again that little curl of a smile on the corner of his mouth, and he wraps his big hand around yours. It is good to do business with you, gunslinger.
I smirk. Like, and you. I look forward to our continued partnership.
Excellent. He slides his hand out, and there's a sudden pulse from your wound. And then there's the image of your sister again in the cave building her lightsaber. And the elevator's door closes, and you see that
I want to also tell them thank you. I just look in their eyes and say thank you very much. We appreciate your help.
Yeah. You do that as the doors close and the elevator moves.
Like,
Hey,
Wait,
by the way,
I want you to know my gratitude.
they're like, I'm holding it open. I'm holding it open, and they're pressing the.
they're not the only ones that want to thank you. They're not the only ones that want to thank you.
So I look back at Flynn, and I just put my arm on his shoulder, and I just tap it. Like I do like the tap, and then I walk past him.
And no, I before he walks away, I grab your arm, take off my hood. I just give you a hug.
I reciprocate.
Okay.
Thank you.
Captain.
They would be proud. I'm proud. Thanks.
Oh, you're right. They are proud. And once we get revenge for them, they'll be even prouder. And look at their dad. He left as a cook and came back as a captain.
Mm-hmm.
Chef is okay. You guys don't have to call me captain. Chef is cool.
Okay, Captain.
All right,
Come on.
Captain Chef.
Captain Chef.
Captain Chef.
Got my hood back on.
Yeah.
For you guys.
I look at Edie and I look at Shakti and Dr. Shakti. I'm just like, I'm sorry I made an impulse decision on there, but it felt the right one.
I agree.
I also agree.
We're all captains, though. All right.
Just a ship full of captains.
Let's go here. No, let's go here. No, let's go.
No one to
I
fly.
have a cockpit. I
Yep.
have a cockpit.
A ship full of assholes. Surrounded by assholes.
I'm surrounded
Yep.
by assholes.
Yeah.
Um,
Just aiming to misbehave.
Firing assholes.
so I guess we'll start walking towards the.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
As you
never-
have a newfound kind of purpose, and you start to approach the actual starport, you hear what sounds like heavy movement coming from the starport, and you just hear this one kind of whiny voice above, grunting and the shifting of boxes and the movement and the grinding of metal against metal. I don't care. I want to find Marcoon as soon as possible. He is around here somewhere. This was the last known transmission
I grab.
of his what's it called?
Invitation?
No, the comms. This is the last known transmission of his comm unit. He has to be here. And if you guys kind of come around the corner to look inside the starport, you'll see what looks like two Republic troopers. They're not armored, but they are wearing their Bespin jackets. One male, one female. The male looks to be excuse me, a Twi'lek. The female is a human. There's two Gamorreans that are kind of pushing things around, tossing things over, but they're kind of sticking close to this Rhodian male, who seems to be the one barking orders. And you see as one of the Gamorreans kind of flips a box over, you see the little kind of shaking body of Barnaby kind of stand up and hold his hands up. like he's been found. And you see the Rodian kind of grab him and just toss him to the side. Find Marcoon.
How many of them are there?
There's 5 total.
I'm gonna
You-
walk up.
you do? Okay.
Okay.
'Cause
Hello, troopers. What seems to be the issue here?
The 2 of them kind of turn suddenly and point their guns at you.
I am security droid BD0808. How can I be of assistance?
You see the Rodian look over in your direction, and as he starts to move, the 2 Gamorreans stop what they're doing and start walking with him. And he just looks over at you. You have no business here. This is not a Trade Federation starport. Move along, please.
I have been sent by the Honorable Platon Valshigias. He is attempting to purchase the Neverwhere.
He stops the moment you say that name. What does he want with this ship?
That is of his business. May I have your name?
This ship is not registered for sale. What could the honorable banker want with something that is not for sale? Unless he knows something I don't.
May I have your name?
He snaps his fingers and he points at you. Search him, bring him to me. And the 2 Republic guards start to come towards you.
Is there anywhere? What are the openings to the ship? Is there anywhere that I could go that I wouldn't be seen? That I could like sneak around and attack?
There's only one way into the starport, and Edie has brought all the attention onto that one entrance.
Great.
I'm gonna walk. This doesn't have my. This is not my body. It doesn't have my cool leg pockets.
It does not.
So just everything's out.
Yeah. Yep.
So
Oh boy.
I'm just gonna comply, I suppose.
So yeah, the Twi'lek the Twi'lek
Does he
comes
look
over to you.
familiar?
No.
No, so he's not the same Twi'lek. Okay.
None. And neither's the girl. Like
Okay.
these people are new to you. And you
Okay.
see that he starts to kind of like look around for any empty slots that could open up.
wait, hold on. The moment that they touch him, I
Yeah.
draw my gun, and I put it to their head, to the Twi'lek's head, and I go, he doesn't like to be touched. And I actually, so I have the blaster there, and
Come as well.
yeah.
And put my blaster also on by the head of the other person trying to touch you.
Okay. You hear a slow kind of. Oh, we have heroes. This is delicious. I can only assume that you are in league with Marcoon. You have his stink on you. Where is that waterlogged piece of vomit?
You seem to want to know a lot. I'm sorry. Wait.
Yeah.
Now I'm like Brandon.
Yeah.
Hello. You saying? Oh, damn it!
Yeah.
Who are you trying to be?
You being
I'm
British?
trying to be Silas.
That's the Western
Because
one.
now I got so many accents. The Western.
Yeah.
I'll say it.
I'll be a Huckleberry.
I gotta do the foghorn. Yeah, I gotta do the foghorn lingo. I'll say it.
Yeah.
You seem to want to know a lot of information about a lot of things. And if you speak ill again of Marcoon in my presence, you will seek to be able to speak further.
Oh. What secrets has he dribbled down your ear holes, I wonder?
He warned me about a foolish Rhodian that talked too much.
That does sound like Marcoon. What else did he tell you about this Rhodian, I wonder? Did he tell you that he left me to die? That he betrayed two of his closest friends for a trinket? Trinket that right now he is in possession of, that could very well help us against the oncoming storm that he's descending on Bespin? Or did he leave that out, I wonder?
Oh,
Silas.
are you referring to the one that he's planning on selling to Major Rains?
He would not sell it to the Republic. He's not stupid.
But the price is right. People do stupid things for money.
People do stupid things for love. This, I believe.
I believe I am aware of this transaction. Is the Major not offering 40,000 credits?
I don't think he is.
That's the site. No, I'm looking at Silas.
No, I know.
Yeah,
I know, but you hear the Rhodian. Nothing happens, and no words get out through Bespin without coming through my crew. There is no
I've
sale.
heard something else. I've heard that you were dead, and I rolled to shoot him with a rifle.
Oh. Okay, I wasn't gonna shoot this time. I was gonna be like, I was
20.
gonna smooth talk. Damn.
20.
I heard that you were dead.
I
Okay.
have rubbed off on my crew. Oh man.
Oh,
I wasn't gonna
man.
shoot this time. I was gonna talk because I'm pretty sure this might be Mao.
I thought it was Mount.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, you
And
see.
I was gonna
It was
talk crap
Mao.
about Mao. I was gonna talk crap about Mao. I was like, no, Mao could never afford 40,000 credit. And then you're like, no, I shoot him. I shoot him in the face. I was like, oh, okay, we're doing that.
Edie thinks the Republic isn't doing so well, and it needs to be taught the way it used to be taught.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So.
About bows.
Yeah, so sure enough, you aim the gun up, you bring the gun up, and as soon as you fire, you see one of the Gamorreans just shift over and take the shot for him. Roll your 5 dice of damage.
Is that in the gun, or do I just roll the blaster again?
No,
I've never shot before.
that's actually the gun. So,
I don't have a weapon.
oh, excuse me. Yeah, you don't have a weapon.
I have a weapon, but not in my sheet.
Yeah, I got you.
please.
When ED shoots, I want to after when I see that the one guy moved in front of the shot, I want to shoot again.
Okay.
Oh man.
I like it. Let's just
What happened?
There we go. Yeah, I added the blaster
Okay,
rifle.
go around.
So 19
Thank you.
points of damage.
Is that a dead Gamorrean?
We're about to find out.
Oh.
We're about.
Difference of 13. That's a near dead Gamorrean. You hear the squeal, and he falls over. And it just screams in pain. The other one pulls out what looks to be a small kind of hand axe and a blaster pistol in another hand. But he steps in front of the Rhodian. And the Rhodian even makes himself like smaller to kind of stand behind the Gamorrean. And you hear him just kind of like yelling into a comm unit in his Rhodese.
I shoot. I shoot him. I shoot at him.
All right, roll your blaster to shoot this poor Gamorrean.
It's
Sir?
dexterity, right?
Yeah, it would just be dexterity.
Damn it. That means I'm going to have to shoot the Twi'lek in the face and then
I'm
go
gonna
after
turn all the
him.
comms off. Fuck.
You could turn the times off.
I would like to do that.
You hit him. He tried to kind of move himself and the Rhodian out of the blaster shot. But you do hit him, so roll your damage for your blaster pistol.
I don't have that.
Okay. Let me add that to you.
Sorry.
Oh, while this is all going on, the commotion of this firefight, we're gonna slid on by and go and grab Barnaby
Okay.
and head inside and try to head inside the Neverwhere.
Okay. So you rolled 5 damage. Which is almost more double than what he rolled. That's a 1.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, that's a 1 on the wild die. So he takes all 5 to the face.
To the face!
And you just see him kind of drop, holding his face. He's dropped his weapons. At this point, you see the human woman shoots the Twi'lek and then turns her rifle on the Rhodian.
Ooh.
Oh, I got a 24 on that computer programming.
Yeah, you shut off the
All right,
comms.
perfect. He's not fucking talking to anybody.
A lot of double crossing.
Yep. And you see her start to walk over to him. Well, Mao. Seems the tables have turned. How unfortunate for you. Now then, what were you looking for? And please understand that I'm not with them. I have no qualms in shooting you right in the face. And you see him kind of look at your direction, and then he looks at her, and then he makes a break for the ship.
I shoot his leg.
Okay.
I shoot him in the leg.
Yeah. She shoots as
I was
well.
waiting. I was waiting for. Oh, so she's shooting him?
Oh yeah.
Damn it! I wanted to wound him. I know she's going for the kill shot.
Yeah.
God.
I think I get another force point.
Oh yeah.
I got a 37.
Jesus. Yeah, even with his wild eye exploding, you still hit him. Like, she misses, but you hit him. And he falls over. And she kind of looks over. And
Yeah, it's a leg shot. I'm not doing a kill shot.
yeah, she looks back at you. She's like, that's a good shot. Thank you. And then she kind of steps over him and just shoots him in the chest. It's one less scumbag to worry about now.
The dead men don't talk as much as the live ones do. What was your name?
She smiles at you. She kind of lowers her gun. Kind of hoping that all of you would lower your guns as well. She does it like she has that kind of like, I'm lowering my gun movement.
I drop it.
Keep
I
my
drop
shit
it.
up.
I know. I drop my gun. I put it in. I holster it.
Are there any other people there?
No.
Okay, I'll lower my gun.
She looks over at you.
What about
She's
the
the who?
human? There were two.
She's-
That is the human.
Yeah, she's the one that is doing the killing.
Oh, I thought the Twi'leks was the one doing the killing.
No.
Well, he's dead.
She
Oh, got it. Okay.
she
I
shot
got
him
that.
right in the face, right in the back.
Got it.
She goes, "Oh, I apologize. It's hard to introduce yourselves once you're in the middle of a gunfight. My name is Riley Gent. I had infiltrated Mao's gang.
Are you with Major Rains or?
No, please. I work for
The other side?
I work for people who are actually competent at their job.
I smile.
She's like,
Are
if
you?
if you're going to
oh,
press
God.
Mao for information, I can tell you that he knows whatever we allow him to know. So, if you're looking for information, I'm the one you need to talk to. And she kind of goes over and sits on the one Gomorian who is still kind of like alive. And she just puts the blaster rifle on his face and pulls the trigger.
Ooh.
Now then, how
I
can
I
can
look
I help
over to
you?
Barnaby.
he looks jacked up. Like the toss, actually kind of like bent him the wrong way. He's gonna need some repairs.
Oh my god!
Okay.
I want to repair him.
But Flid's got him though, right?
Yeah,
Flid
yeah,
grabbed Barnaby.
yeah.
Okay. So I'm like, I look at Riley. I'm like, Silas Winchester, at your service. This is our captain, Flid.
Nice to meet you.
This is all things knowledge, Dr. Shakti.
She looks at all three of you. She's like, "You're the ones that are wanted for the prison break."
No.
Must be someone else. You're confusing us.
Yes, of course.
No, that man in the video was far less handsome than I am.
Of course. So what can I do for some not escapees from the Republic prison? Just
Well-
so you're aware, so you have a mental image, since you're not shooting her. She's a tall,
Right.
human female. She has short black hair, kind of like in a pixie cut. Light blue eyes. There's a double scar, kind of like a Y shape, that starts on the left side of her mouth and kind of comes down under her chin. She looks, aside from the cold, murderous aura that she has, she looks like if she cleaned up, she'd be a model, kind of.
Can I go into the ship?
Yeah, sure. She doesn't stop you.
I want to
Like, so-
find the old body in the astromech.
The astromech is not there.
Okay, but the body is?
Yep.
Okay, would it be possible for me to like activate it while I'm in this one and just have them both walk together?
No, remember, it was damaged. It was never repaired.
Alright, I'm just gonna pick it up.
Okay.
Well, Riley, you did mention that Mao really had no power. That he had the information that you allowed him to have. So you don't work for Major Rains. I'm in agreement with you. Seem to be more competent than that imbecile. Who exactly is it that you work for?
Oh. If I told you that would ruin the fun in it for me. Also, if you haven't made any headway by now, then I'm not at liberty to discuss my employers with you.
Let me ask a quick question outside. Katie, did you guys tell us anything about what was his name? Vartek? Vartek?
The hacker?
Name? The hacker guy?
What did I know about him?
No,
Oh,
did you tell us, or Valtek, did you tell us about him? Do we know about him or no? I don't think so, right?
I don't think she shared that.
Okay, because you and Flid saw him in the room before we came in. Myself, and Marcoon came in, busted into the room.
Oh, the eye
Yeah.
on the monitor? Yeah, I don't think we talked about that, unfortunately.
I got a little bit of info about him from the banking clan, but that's it. Just like I know he exists.
Yeah.
I'll tell Riley. I'm like, I will be quite frank with you.
Hmm.
Major Reigns is not one of our favorite people, nor one of his. I'm not certain if she is a subordinate. She seemed to carry herself not to be such, but she was in charge of the prison, or so I
Oh,
heard.
you've met Agent Nero Hayes then.
Is that the dead woman's name?
What's her name?
Good luck with her.
I have a name.
There's some of us who think that she pulls the leash on Reigns. Just so you're aware.
I have no doubt. We are looking to settle the score with them.
Was Hayes. That is definitely who was talking to us. That is who we met.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, their time here is numbered. I don't foresee them lasting on Bespin very long.
Is there anything that I can do to sense if she is like with the dark side?
You could try, yeah. You can make a sense roll.
I don't know.
Are you gonna accept the dark side bonus, or are you gonna fight against it?
I don't know. How do dark side? If I accept it one time, do I get a dark side point?
No, it all depends. It's a slippery slope.
No.
Think
Just
of
get a
your
little
fingertips, Katie. Think of your fingertips.
Think of my fingertips. Okay, I look at my fingertips. Do I see darkness still?
No,
There's nothing on my arm?
no, nothing,
In my hand?
nothing. Were you hallucinating something?
Yeah, last time never mind. I'll take it. I'm gonna
Okay.
sense, and I'm just gonna use all of what is offered to me.
All right, sure. So roll. Add one die to your sense skill, and then lower it.
I didn't. I rolled it without doing that. So should I roll again?
No. I just roll. I just roll a die for you, and add it to your score. So you got 11 there, plus my roll, makes it higher. Brandon and Silas, you feel that there's a sudden tug on the force, and it's emanating from Dr. Shakti.
I'd look right at her.
And there's a coldness
Them.
that permeates out of them.
I look right at them and walk over.
There is no darkness in Riley other than the murderous kind of desire that's there.
Okay. Okay, I stop.
Never stops.
Would your I apologize, Riley. I'm not sure if you are the leader per se of your organization or not.
I'm not.
Do they have any interest in seeing the Major and Agent Hayes be gone?
My dear boy, who do you think is responsible for them being pushed out? We stand for
Not fast enough.
We stand for a free Bespin.
Free
I
from
fully see.
rule of the Republic?
Of course.
I fully support that endeavor.
We do as well.
However, when I tell you that this is a personal matter and that your process is taking a little too long for our consideration, considering, and I look over at Flit, I'm like, there's been significant losses as a result of Reigns and Hayes.
I understand,
Nora,
and
please.
though I am but a cog in the wheel in the great machine, I can only tell you that machinations of this magnitude take time. Excuse me. Major Rames has had his due coming for some time, and whether this serves it to him on a silver platter or not, it's not our concern. Our main goal is to just free Bespin from its Republic grip.
So you said you've been undercover with Mao's gang.
I'm double cover. I've also been undercover trying to get into Rames's secret boy party, but that is difficult given my appearance.
Understandable.
Brandon, you're
Okay.
muted.
Yeah. Would bringing in the body of Mao assist you in this endeavor?
Oh, of course. That was the plan.
Oh,
I hope that you didn't have your sights set on him for any reason.
not at all.
Good.
What do you
Glad we
need?
have an understanding.
What else would you need from us so we can get Nora?
I mean, I would love to bring the three of you in, considering that you're wanted, but I doubt that that is a plan that is going to be let on the table.
No.
I think we've been civil up to this point. I'd really hate to have to shoot you.
I'd hate to shoot you as well.
So was Marcoon somebody that you were acquainted with?
No, but excuse me. His name had been floated around in circles. He knew more than he let on. Things like that.
Want to pull Silas aside?
Okay.
What if we give them Marcoon's body to turn in as well?
His body should go to the girls at the Gunslinger. That was my next stop. She has a right to mourn.
I understand.
And I tell her, I walk back over. I feel like, aside from, obviously you wanting to turn us in, which, considering how much you are all about free Bespin, why you would turn in Republic criminals.
I want you to understand that I don't want to turn you in. You asked a question. I answered. This is how things work with me.
Understandable. I retract my statement. I feel like we can help each other.
Do tell.
We might, and I'm like, you have in front of you, it may not look like much to you, but we have a vested interest in seeing the expedited fall of those two.
Understood.
We have our own particular set of skills, each of us, that can potentially assist in expediting this with you. Obviously, it's difficult for us here on Bespin, considering we look very similar to those criminals that are being wanted.
So similar.
And I smirk. But we would be more than. And I kind of look back at them, and I'm like, I feel safe in speaking on behalf of the rest of my crew members and saying that I think that this could be a you scratch our back, we scratch your back scenario that could be mutually beneficial.
Mm. All right. There's a small task then that I think I will test your crew with before I make waves to try and give you an audience with our current head, is this sufficient terms for you?
I look back at everybody. I'm just like, I believe that these terms are satisfactory.
Very well. Some of our agents have gone missing within the last couple of weeks. We believe that there is an organization that is moving in and taking people, high risk, high impact targets. We want to find out who it is and why. If you can bring us this information, if you can bring me this information, I can guarantee you a meeting with my handler, and if it's impactful enough information, I might be able to go a couple of rungs up the ladder, if you know what I mean.
Understandable.
She slaps her knee and she kind of gets up, pushes herself off the Gamorrean. Excellent. I hope
we keep in contact.
Yeah, sure. And she gives you her comm unit address. She's like, now, I'm going to give you a few minutes to pick up whatever you need to pick up from the ship, and then I'm going to call this gang violence in. She goes over and she stands by the ship, by the Aether Sprite.
I'm not sure I fully understand what we're getting out of the deal. Not to be disrespectful in any way, but we're going to find for you the people that have come in and your agents have gone missing. What is it that you're receiving?
A seat at the table, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Okay.
And she goes over, she stands by the Aether Sprite, and she's like, I hate to do it, but seeing as how you're the best one with the weapon, and she's looking straight at you, Silas. She's like, do you mind just shooting me in the arm so that it looks like I at least was part of this?
If you insist.
There are fewer tests of trust that I can find here on Bespin.
All right, I'll take a shot at her arm.
Okay. Let's have you roll your skill.
A 41.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She wheels in place as she kind of rolls with the hit, expecting it, and you still hear her kind of cursing under her breath as she falls to her knees. You never really get used to that, do you?
Mm. And I kind of put my hand over my chest and like, no, you don't.
She points at the ship. She's like, TikTok.
Valid, you can put as much food as you need to inside of my other form. And I just open up the fucking Edie hatch like it's a box.
There's no hatch. Remember, it blew off.
Then I'm holding open the open box.
Yeah.
I grab Barnaby from Flid when he's doing that. I'm like, oh my dear friend.
Yeah. You see.
I grab my medical supplies and my plant.
Yeah, Barnaby just buries his head in your shoulder.
I grab all the food rations, spices, everything.
Yep.
My bent disc.
Yeah.
My lovely plant. How's my plant doing?
I mean, it's shaken up, but it's fine. Hasn't been. It's only been like a few hours for it.
Yeah.
But as you guys, descend the ramp from the Neverwhere for what might be the last time,
I also
Mm.
also grabbed all the souvenirs that I have collected on our travels for my boys. I grab them all.
Yes,
Well,
thank you. I was hoping you would. And as you guys come out of the ship back onto the starport, you see that she kind of nods at you, and she gets on her communicator. She's like, "I'd like to report shots fired and trooper down. I'm on platform A26." And as she says that, in the atmosphere, you suddenly see two huge donuts just kind of drop out of hyperspace. And you see what looks to be a swarm of just dark spots start to fly down into the atmosphere. And this is where we'll pick up the next episode.
No!
why?
I'd like to thank all of you for joining us this evening. And as always, please wash your hands. Please keep your distance. Please wear your masks. And look after each other, And also, if you feel like you need to reach out to a friend or family member, please do. And if you're a friend or family member of somebody that is usually a strong personality, please reach out to them. A simple hi and a how are you doing goes a long way. Mental health is part of general health, and I think we all need to kind of look after each other and ourselves and just realize that there's no taboo or stigma about seeking professional help. We go to the doctor when we're sick, so we should go to a therapist when we need something to help fix the sickness in our minds, whether that be depression or any of the other ailments that kind of can bubble up to the surface, especially after the year we've had. So please know that there's no stigma in seeking professional help, and I hope that you all look after each other. I will see you on Monday for our vampire game, or on Wednesday for our Legend of the Five Rings game, or next week for our continuation of our Star Wars Out in the Dark. Take care, everybody.